Alrighty, we're a little bit ahead of schedule, which is nice for a change. I'm not rushing, taking a break, a little bit of a cold or something. I don't know. Who knows? Interesting day today. Again, the NBA is never boring. Frank Vogel was fired. Kevin Durant, another one that complained or, said his unhappiness as the way he was being used in the offense. 1 year in, I guess he was expected to turn around the team in 1 year. And this is the owner being shrewd, being smart, because if you don't fire the coach and Kevin Durant wants him fired, then he's going to ask for a trade. And then Beal may ask, well, who cares about what Beal wants? Forget about him. Devin Booker, it's already whispers that he wants to go to the Knicks. I don't know how accurate that is. But yeah, this is just, it's unfortunate. This is, professional sports. And they were not expecting to get bodied by the team we're going to go against today, the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves are bodying the defending champions 2-0. So I think the firing looks stupid in hindsight, because the Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards specifically, Cat is playing really well, Jaden McDaniels, they have been the most dominant team, along with the OKC Thunder. They have yet to lose. They are 6-0. And I feel that their record is more impressive than OKC, because OKC beat a Zion-less Pelicans team, and they are now picking on a Dallas team that has an injured Luka. So I have not been impressed with OKC. Not saying that they're not for real, but they haven't shown me anything yet. Minnesota has damn sure showed me that they're about that business, and they are real contenders. I feel the favorites at this moment, even over the Celtics, to win the championship, because defense wins championships. Rebounding does, rim protection, and having that superstar, that A1 superstar that everybody keeps talking about. Anthony Edwards is him. And that's who we have to go against. And I'm not going to knock the Nuggets. Let's actually start the game. We actually practiced, because I've been struggling with the Joker for a long time. Kind of loud. But it should be an interesting series. We'll see how it goes. But I was practicing with the Joker. Gonna try some float game today. I do think that the Nuggets have a chance at beating the T-Wolves in Game 3. They better, because if not, their season is over. You're not beating this team 4 times in a row unless... Look at this already. He already started. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I just don't feel that Denver has the resources. I was practicing that, because that's what he does, is floaters. So I'm gonna keep using that float game with Joker, because I feel like I've struggled this because I've not been using him correctly. So, but they don't have. It's like that meme with that. I don't want to say what country he's from. I think it's an African guy. It sounds like an African accent, where he goes, "We do not have the capacity," and he starts to cry. Oh wow. That's what I feel the Nuggets are dealing with. KCP is just not strong enough. Aaron Gordon is strong enough, but he's not quick enough. I feel there's a potential here, and I'm glad that OG Anunoby is signed to the CAA mob, because I think his price went up. I don't know why they would pass it to him. Oh my God. I can't wait till AI comes out, so that you can they know your tendencies and they can see the passes better. But they don't have the physical ability to stop the T-Wolves at this point. Yeah, you got to take any kind of mismatch you can. And that's what Joker has to do. They got to kind of put him on switches and do mismatches. They did not get destroyed. I don't think they got swept in the regular season. I got to check that after the game. But I feel like they were competitive. it was OKC, Denver, and Minnesota that were essentially tied for the best record in the West. So, I mean, Jamal Murray's injury is something. And one, let's go. They need, Joker joked and said, Joker joked and said, they were like, well, what else can you do to deal with their size? I need a second me. Basically, he needs a doppelganger or another Joker for them to have a shot, I felt. I don't think he realized what he meant by that, but it is going to be a struggle. But now this team is still relatively young. Maybe they don't realize the moment at hand and that you got to sweep them, but they just did this to Phoenix. So potentially, you know, they've already learned in the first round.
Here we go. Gordon finds Jokic. Fires the throw.
I really hate that they don't let me get an offensive rebound. Offensive rebounding in this game is just garbage. They really they made it too difficult to offensive rebound. They got to nerf it in the next 2K25. The first 2K was 99, I believe. I don't like that, man. What is that, a rip through? I should be able to if I'm competing, I should be able to get offensive rebounds. Look how fast. Yeah, you gotta go. Joker needs a Chamberlain game. He needs to have a 30-30-30 game because they just do not have the weapons at hand. It's the T-Wolves time. But the surprising part of the T-Wolves is usually there's levels to this, you know? Usually it's like first round loss, maybe second round loss the next year, and et cetera, until you're a championship team. The Nuggets did it. The Warriors did it. Every championship team. Every championship team takes time to get there. They are fast defensively, man. It is hard to get it, but they got to get them moving. And you know, I had a crazy thought. Now, the NBA changed the way officials look at fouling. They've kind of taken away players that flop to get foul calls. And this was in the middle of the year. This wasn't an off-season decision. Why would you? I mean, he is really overpaid. But I had a thought that the NBA was tired of international players. And it's not about dominating. I mean, this is a business that they're running. And I don't want to say maybe it's a language barrier, maybe it's the accent or something. And I'm not saying that they're being nationalist or something. That's not what I'm saying at all. Wow. But I felt they made it more physical knowing that this European style of Euro step and the flopping and the passing and the lack of defense was causing, I don't know, like, I don't want to say causing an issue, but I felt like in their minds they had to go back to allow defenses to play a little bit more physical. And American players, as a point of fact, are just more physical than European players. There's not many European players that come in and are knocking teeth out. I'm trying to think of even one. They're more specialized. They're more like, you know, it's skill, it's footwork, it's passing to the open man. Oh my God, how is that possible that he made that rotation? That is just nuts. That's a decent start. We got to play. We had a little bit of a losing streak, so that's the, you know, that's been my thought. Like, they made that change, and look at who's ascended. The Knicks have ascended. Jalen Brunson is you know, arguably. Well, he was, no, it's not arguably. It's a point of fact. He was the 5th in MVP voting, and he is the highest American in MVP voting. They got to do something with rebounding. So And then who's the other player that's ascended? Number 6 in MVP, the second highest American, Anthony Edwards. You know? So, I don't know. I feel like... Get in there. This is what happens when you shoot around before the game, so you get a rhythm right away, because I was annoyed with that Celtic game that you will be seeing, or you saw the day before, because I cannot... The teams in the playoffs that I'm playing, they're all going to be good. I cannot just walk in there and not know the shot release of these players. Yo, this team is just built. I mean, Connolly built both teams, so it makes sense. They're definitely going to work. Nice. They're definitely going to work on building that bench in the offseason if the Nuggets lose, as everybody expects them to. But yeah, so that's, you know, going back to my previous thought, I think they want to prop more American players and allow more physicality, because it has been complete and utter domination by the foreign-born players. And, you know, Adam Silver knows. Oh, that's a fast shot. I didn't practice with Payne Watson. He knows that you got to build the brand, but this new meteorite steal, apparently no more inside the NBA. That is dead. Charles Barkley even made a joke about it, that they can't fire him now, insinuating that he knew that they were going to lose the right steal and one to NBC. And it was reported today that NBC, in order for the Warner Brother Group to win the rights, they have to outbid NBC by $300 million. And we'll get into that in the second quarter as to why they need to do that. Yeah, Denver's bench is just really bad, or young, and it's just not deep enough. You know, they could use a little Tom Thibodeau and play the Nuggets starters major minutes and not really play the bench other than Braun here and Watson. Maybe I would put Jackson. Give me that. Oh, wouldn't the Nuggets love to have a start like this? Oh, when you see this tonight. But getting back to the meteorite steal, the reason that Warner Group, the parent company of TNT, needs to outbid NBC by $300 million makes sense, because NBC has a national, it's Channel 4 obviously, and you remember the Round Rock theme. Well, I don't know if whoever's watching this is old enough to remember that, but that was iconic. That was on Sunday on NBC. I can't believe I hit that shot. And they pitched, obviously everybody has to submit their pitch. I feel like the NBA's already made their mind, and they're putting a hurdle on Warner Brothers Group, because I read an article today that the CEO of Warner Brother Group maybe has a de facto warning shot across the bow and gamemanship with Adam Silver, said we don't need the NBA package to be relevant. But I don't think that they took kindly to that. That's one. And two, NBC came and has a national network, so they can put it on Channel 7 and Channel 4. So you'll have national games, which just gives better exposure to the league as a whole. And they have a streaming service in Peacock. Oh, I had to rush it. They should give a better shot of that going in if you have to rush it. Occasionally those shots go in, or at least let them bank it in. So they have both options, and NBC needs this package because Peacock is just suffering. I mean, Disney's suffering too. KCP not done anything. So it looks like it's going to be NBC, and NBC also said that they're going to do... Come on, that's an open pass. pass. Stop with this garbage that I cannot jump and make a pass. There's nobody near him. I could have made that pass. Whatever. So I think it's going to go to NBC. It's going to be interesting. Ernie Johnson said he's not going anywhere, and why should he? He's been, what has he been doing this, 40 years? He's been at TNT. He loves baseball. He calls baseball games. They have the NCAA tournament as well. Ernie Johnson isn't going anywhere. It doesn't make sense to start over just for basketball. I mean, he loves basketball, but he doesn't love it, you know, more than baseball. So it looks like he's going to stay. And Shaq said it'll be tough to go to another network without Ernie. I think insinuating. Thank you that he didn't steal that. Shaq said he doesn't want to go anywhere else, so he'll just do his own thing. I think Kenny, obviously he's been there the longest with Ernie. He's been there whenever he retired from Houston. Come on, bro. I mean, I guess Gobert can make shots, but still. Yeah, Murray needs to have some type of explosion offensively because the Nuggets, if Murray was healthy, I feel this series would be a lot closer than it is. And I know as a point of fact it would be. And he's a punk. He had an interview today with the media, refused to answer any questions about throwing the water bottle. And who knows, maybe the team told him not to talk about it. I mean, I would venture to guess that's what it would be. But then he refused to give a press interview after that fact. So you just have not talked about the fact that you threw two things on the court.
Shot from 16.
So whatever. Other players would have talked about it, even made a joke. Jamal Murray's just got, sour grapes.
Murray dishes to Porter. Back to Murray. All sorts of time.
This is what Jamal Murray, when he's healthy, what he can do. And allows Joker to rest longer. I don't know why the Joker's been out, so I really hate the computer substitution pattern.
I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we should do in life.
Yeah, they are not showing the Anthony Edwards that we have seen in the playoffs.
Here's Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. That's now 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
How long has the Joker rested?
Time call here.
His energy's at 100. What is this computer doing?
Minnesota making some changes. Anthony
God.
in for Reed. McDaniels comes
So it looks like it's going to be on NBC, ABC, ESPN,
Jokic with his screen.
Peacock,
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Inside is
and maybe it'll go to Disney Plus. Who knows? But these streaming services are suffering because of inflation and, consumers are just cutting every cord possible.
downtown. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Round the pass to Caldwell Pope. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Jokic with it. He's got 14. Pulls it up.
Oh, that's a terrible shot. I could have held that longer.
Gobert's got his 6th rebound.
Good defense. I mean, it is the T-Wolves. They have been the best defense in the playoffs.
Back to Conley.
I like what Brown has done.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves.
Wow, one move. I did it all in one move. That was dope.
But Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can do.
The Nuggets, listen, they're still the champions. Until they get completely beaten, they still have a shot. Obviously, Game 3 is a must-win. You don't want to go. Oh, my God. I think I've got to press triangle and then press square when he's at the rim.
Basketball genius. Plays it like chess, seeing it 3 steps ahead. Always got to keep your eye on him when he has the ball because he'll find you. Even if you don't think you're open, you're open. He's a point guard, just in a center's body. Kevin?
That is very true. David, thanks.
Come on.
Missing.
Come on.
From deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Shots good by Alexander Walker. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
Cannot get KCP going because these defenders are just...
Everybody on their toes.
Jackson from long range.
These defenders are just everywhere.
Third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
We're on a bit of a losing streak, man. These games are hard against these teams.
Towns a screen on Murray. Conley with a wide open look. It's rebounded by
Look at how long it took for my computer to...
That was definitely automatic.
Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game.
I think I rush on those layups. I gotta be more patient there. Let the play develop.
Here's Towns, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Nice jumper there from Towns. Boy, he's got a beautiful stroke.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Aldrell Pope with a wide open look.
That's what they need, man. That's what they need.
Aldrell Pope's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, practicing with Joker really helped kind of understand how to play with him. Having that floater in my bag now. That's really all he does are floaters.
And he makes good on the layup.
But of course, they got Brown in there.
With his size and
Mad
there
long.
are very few that can match Karl Anthony Towns' skill set, making him an
Gain an
impossible.
edge. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
I don't know how I'm shooting 61%.
Finish on the block was incredible there.
They're shooting 40%.
He's doing exactly what he has to do, using his body, shaking
And they're
off
still beating me.
contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, sharing the wing spot. It's Caldwell Pope and Porter. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray.
I don't know what the hell that was.
4 on the shot clock. From about 16.
That is such a hard shot. I want to say, like, Jamal Murray in this game
Mid-range, an effective shot for a good
makes the hardest shots more than any other player. Moving and anything else. Like, I don't know what his rating is in terms of moving or under pressure, but they have him with that clutch gene.
such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off. And the
This team got to come with it, man.
pretty impeccable too.
Do you want to repeat?
Even though he's
Every championship run is different. Some are obviously harder than the others, and I want to point out the difference between the two Rockets championships in the early 90s. When they originally won, they were the number 1 or the number 2 seed. I think the Sonics were actually number 1 that year and lost to the Nuggets. And in the second year that they won the championship, in the back-to-back year, the second year that they won the championship, they were the number 6 seed. They had Clyde Drexler. They traded a lot of their team. They struggled most of the year,
Future Hall of Famer.
made improbable comebacks. And the Nuggets have to understand that every championship season is not going to be the same. People are not going to lay down for you. They had a pretty easy run to the finals, and they're being challenged this year. This is going to be a really hard year for them.
Is it to Jokic? In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Jokic. Things getting physical.
Let's go. Let's go. Get back.
That's just not enough. A little contact.
Woo.
Father Jokic's shot.
Here the three.
Tough shot.
It's Edwards. Shot goes down. Very quick possession.
I might switch and put Gordon on him. I wish there was an option, hopefully in the next 2K, they give options where you can do like an alternate switch or between 2 defenders, you know, like just mix and match.
Outside for Murray.
Why would he...
Foul called on Edwards.
I really hate this game.
His first foul.
It's like they refuse to allow you to have an open shot. They work really hard to screw you over.
Second half of play now. Pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's Gordon missing.
I wish Porter was in that shot.
Like they were okay to let him prove he could.
Porter, Gordon is a better corner 3-point shooter than he is on the elbows.
Conley against Murray.
I just read an article at halftime, again, about the
Towns. Defense. Chances right
the
there.
media rights deal,
Pocket six.
and it's not so clean cut
Edwards kicks to Conley.
that it's going to be NBC because apparently,
That's excellent.
oh, that
defense
well, I
right
had to
there.
try.
Out to the right wing.
Turner has a nuclear option deal that they can block anybody else from getting the rights. Like, I think they would block Amazon in that situation.
Now defended by Gobert. Jokic passes to Caldwell Pope. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards.
Good Lord, they are hacking the hell out of me. Yeah, Joker needs to be dominant.
And Denver has possession. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
And one. Oh my God, I should have shot it, let it go earlier.
Chance at the line. And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's
This is his third MVP. He is in rarefied air. He's one behind LeBron, who has 4. I believe Michael Jordan has 5. No, he does have 5. Jabbar is the career leader with 6. This is before stupid media narratives blocking players because of voter fatigue. Everybody has an agenda. Last year, Kendrick Perkins, his agenda was bringing in race as to why Joker and Doncic get all these accolades or something. Oh, no, not Luka, sorry. The Joker and Steve Nash when they're not good defensively. And so they brought it to Embiid.
Jokic inside. Covered by Conley. It's Porter outside.
Oh my God, that was such a perfect pass. Swing. Perfect meter, still missed. And then this year, you saw Stephen A. Smith and Shaq whining that SJ didn't win the MVP, even though Joker had just remarkable season.
Good offense.
Like, if you look at the totality,
Gotta appreciate that stop.
Outside Porter has to Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by
why would you cut to the...
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Minnesota again.
Wow, they have turned the ball over quite a bit, and I'm trying to take advantage, but
And Denver with the change here too.
God.
He's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Here's Murray. Here he goes.
And one.
And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
Wow, 10 of 11.
Whatever it takes to
They need that kind of game from Jamal. They need Robin, man, the super Robin. I think they're more like Batman and Wolverine rather than... There is no beta between these guys.
Edwards can't hit.
They're both equally alpha, in my opinion. Joker's even said that Murray is the leader of the team.
Towns with the steal. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And he slams it down on top of Michael Porter.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Outside Porter. Jokic with a screen on Anderson. Back to Jokic. Now Murray. He's got 21. Passes it to Jokic. Shot clock at 3. Over Conley. Misses off the left iron. Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Tough shot.
Good. This game is all even. Conley's got 5.
And he can hurt you at all 3 levels. Mid-range, in the paint, or deep. Conley can spark this offense.
Give me that.
It's Murray with the jam.
Even tired, I had lost my turbo boost. I had to go for
You
it.
know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their
Yeah, and you know, Jamal Murray needs to take his, being upset. They're not calling fouls and all this other crap that he's been whining about. He threw the water bottle for.
17 points in the game.
And he needs to point this towards the game. Like, you're angry at the refs, you're angry at the NBA, you're angry at life. Take it out on the game.
Xander Walker in for
You know, I just had a thought. Why don't they just make a thing where you can pick what kind of game it's gonna be?
It's rebounded by
Like,
Towns.
he went 11 for 12, so whatever, he can miss that shot. Statistically, he was gonna miss that shot.
And Minnesota's talent was undeniable, but the results.
Oh my
You
God!
know what, Kevin? They just had trouble puzzling all the pieces pieces together. I mean, this season wasn't a failure by any means, but the outcome didn't matter.
They don't call 3 seconds on the MVP, by the way, as a BT Dubs. But yeah, like they should have something like, is this a regular season intensity, preseason intensity, playoff intensity? Like pick the type of atmosphere. Maybe the crowd will be louder. Maybe more crazy stuff will happen. They're not going to give up layups. That way we can kind of change. I guess you could just say difficulty. Change the difficulty yourself. I get that. Where has Naz Reid been?
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Brown. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Anderson. And that
I would have taken the 3, but I need a basket. I don't want to risk not being one of his hot zones or whatever the hell else.
Very, very tantalizing set of skills.
Morris against Jackson. Shot from the top of the key. Makes that one fall.
Cat has been the difference, man, in this series. Well, obviously Anthony Edwards, but Cat has been amazing. He's really played well. He's hit some really tough shots as he normally does.
Motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Could we get a foul? Oh my freaking God, bro.
Up empty there.
Here's Alexander Walker.
To hell with this game, bro.
Rebound. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Oh, it's a foul. We got a foul.
Jokic has a nice
Praise Ronnie.
did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. Denver making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
That's what I get for blasphemy.
So it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. A 2-point game. And Reed has it in the corner.
No.
And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Porter. A shot
Oh my God.
back to even. Porter's got 6.
Sweet move.
Needed that
by
shot.
Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
This game is just fixed.
Officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure.
Now, he's way in his hand.
Not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process.
Yeah, I swear they
than ever. You know, why
get
not?
on my face.
The replay center is
Alexander
providing
Walker, how
the
dare you?
officials with
That's
the
SJ's
necessary footage to
cousin.
make the call.
They're both balling.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe.
That was obvious, bro.
I think they did the right thing.
All right, win the quarter. Win the quarter.
They've got Edwards.
Computer, please do not be
Reed is out there
stupid
with
and
Kyle
sub
Anderson.
out star
Then it's
players.
Morris. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Watson leading the way. Brown the pass to Najee.
Oh my God.
Down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
And this is the effort.
Good
you
steal
wanna
by
see out of
Murray.
your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing.
I am gonna wait.
fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
No one here, Edwards, as he lets it fly. No good from outside.
I'm not gonna rest Joker too long.
The pass to Murray. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time.
Reach.
That is his first foul of the game.
Reach.
Here's Murray. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
I was too open. There's sometimes when you play in the NBA, and this is not the NBA, I'm not delusional.
Oh, good with the
But players sometimes are too open, and I did not expect to be that open.
Inside.
passes it to Najee.
Oh, I didn't know Brown could shoot. That was my bad. I don't want to just be impulsive and just take.
Caldwell Pope. Clock at 4. They set the pick.
That's good. Oh my God, you cheaty bastards.
Here's the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Jesus Christ.
Pass to Edwards. Morris outside.
Oh, when will you stop annoying me, 2K? Go in. Oh, I'm surprised.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The pass to Watson. Back to Murray. Wide open. It goes.
Oh my God, it went in. An open shot went in.
5 points in the game.
It's a miracle.
He's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good
God.
job.
Listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now his players looked engaged, so I think...
Let's go. Edwards is down.
Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Brown, the pass to Murray. And they double up Murray. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Gordon with a screen on Edwards. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
Let's go.
Good, 2 points. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
Nice job
Let us
adjusting his
go.
body. The drive as he gets hit. All the credit belongs to Caldwell Pope there.
Caldwell Pope against Edwards. Over Caldwell Pope. Out of
Oh, he better have thrown it out of bounds. God forbid I'm to jump and throw the pass.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray driving the lane
Oh man.
with the jam.
And creating.
Yeah, this is the matchup that would have happened if Jamal Murray was right.
Since they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Edwards against
Without having Jamal Murray, but the defense has really been good despite the injury.
inside. Reed. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I'm gonna be Thibodeau, putting my right away. I don't know why Joker's still on the bench.
Denver calls timeout.
Get the hell out of here. There should also be another thing where it should be matchup oriented,
A look
where
at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the
like they
fourth.
just put in Gobert, and I think it was because of the fact that Joker's in the game, so it should be something like that.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
They don't give me a quick jump option, which in that position, Joker's jumping right away because he knew it.
And the three ball is good.
God.
It's a 3-point Nugget lead.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next
Give me Rib right back.
Triple.
Cheaty asses. Right back.
Right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Gobert. Back to Conley. 3-pointer. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his third foul.
Oh, when the hell did he foul? That was weird.
McDaniels checked in.
This also might be Karl Anthony Towns' last year in Minnesota. A-Rod and the other guy want to
Gordon with a screen on Conley.
shed salary.
Outside Gordon. Caldwell Pope for three. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
The meter doesn't mean anything. It's about how much coverage you have. I got to put that back on.
Into the lane. A shot off that time. Gordon. with
Like
the
if it's
pistol.
wide open,
And so
they
it's
only seem to-
the ball up for the Nuggets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside Gordon. Back to Jokic. 2 points.
let's go.
Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting.
You know, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if the Nuggets are able to beat the T-Wolves,
The screen for Edwards.
how will the T-Wolves react? They've not lost. They're young. Are their feelings going to get hurt? Are they going to be like, oh, God, it's over? Like, are they going to get scared? Or are they going to face the challenge? We don't know.
The screen. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Caldwell Pope finds Jokic. Outside for Caldwell Pope.
Why would Caldwell Pope, one of the best three-point shooters of all time, no, not of all time, but in recent playoff history, why would he not go to the three-point line if they're going to double Joker? Why? Because you need time to recover. That's why.
Towns a screen on Murray. The kick out to
We
Towns.
see you, Ronnie.
Back to Conley. Shot to stop the run. Another miss by Minnesota. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Gordon, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Denver passing it around.
Get your guy out of there.
Jokic against Conley. Jokic, no good.
Was that McDaniels that blocked that? Good God.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Conley with the three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Murray's played a lot of minutes, but
He's jacked in for Christian Brown. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Gordon with the screen for Caldwell Pope. Inside. And it's Gordon.
let's go.
Well, I like the fact that Gordon shows you nice skill there in picking apart the defense on the screen and roll.
Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Edwards inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Gobert, no good. And here's Denver.
Oh, man.
17-7 run.
Milk the clock, bro.
This is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Denver.
And they're fully in control now.
Let's go.
Tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jamal Murray.
Who the hell is going to foul in that situation?
Absolutely
Not a championship team.
Made the game look easy tonight.
The free throw drops.
God.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And they are this year. They are this year, Kevin Harlan. And what's going to happen at 2K if TNT loses the rights? I mean, they actually have personalities from ESPN and TNT, so I guess nothing. Because they have a contract, a separate contract with 2K.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray.
Got him! Rub salt in those wounds. T-Wolves better hope this don't happen, because you give this championship team any hope, any glimmer, they may tie this series
The
up.
top of the key jumper is on the mark.
I had to play a perfect game, bro. Their defense is no joke. But they had Jamal Murray
Taking care of business
in this game, you know?
A solid win on
It's the first good game I've played with Denver in a long time, Ended my 3-game, I think 3-game losing streak. It's been tough.
folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation.
Wow. And, I mean, didn't have a bad game. He hit 4 threes. I don't remember him. Well, I remember him hitting 1. I don't remember the other 3. Oh, there goes the other one. I don't remember that. Wow, they were all from the same spot. Gobert was 11-11. Towns, okay. This is to be the team that they want to be. Jamal Murray has to be the best player on the Nuggets. Like, Joker has to be they kind of flip-flop. In the regular season, it's Joker as the Mike Jordan and Jamal as Pippen, and then they flop in the playoffs, or Batman and Robin, whatever analogy you want to use. But it's a very remarkable team. Those 2 threes were huge. Barely missed any shots. 33 points would be major for this team. And he is the best tough shot shooter that I play with in 2K. I would love to have him like in 2K teams, you know, moving forward with a bunch of other players. He would be on my team. Joker didn't have too many assists, but I learned the floater. I learned how to do the floater, and I've been using it. It's a good little weapon there, especially with the Joker. I finally played a good game with him because I finally figured out how to utilize him correctly, and you have to, like, you know, he has to get into rhythm early, obviously, and then you gotta get your float game. You gotta punish the small players with the fadeaway. So, but nobody else really stepped up. But it is what it is. All they really need is those two to work, and then they're good with everybody else. Anywho, we're gonna watch the 2 games. I think it's Celtics Cavs tonight, and OKC plays tonight. So hopefully those games are not crappy. We'll see. Anywho, I will see you guys on the next one.